BYDFi is a crypto exchange on desktop and mobile where you can spot trade, futures trade, use leverage tokens, and copy the trades of top traders. Hundreds of crypto available on their spot exchange, as well as a free test account so you can practice futures trading without getting wrecked. BYDFi.
Hello everybody, welcome back. So we did the stream last night, Patreon streams. You should jump in if you want. There's links in the description below. We look at all kinds of charts, whatever chart you want, twice a week, Tuesdays, Fridays. And the long story short is that everything has been looking good. In fact, on the Tuesday, I said, look, everything, to be honest, altcoins look like they want to double from here. That's what they look like they want to do. They look like they want to double from here. Look at the state of SHIB. SHIB basically has doubled. We skipped the first target, second target hit, third target, and then the bonus target hit overnight. 123%, that's not bad for 1 week's move. Who told you? I told you. Anyway, so that is just one. That's just one of many altcoins that have got different setups across the board. Now, you're probably sick of hearing about it, but XRP really does have a good setup. I won't bore you to death about it, but it does have a good setup. And that money that I've taken from SHIB, that's right, it's gone into there. There is a pump signal now on XRP. And that pump signal is on the daily. We also have a trend signal on the 12-hourly. That's in play. This trend signal is going to continue until the cheeky spend closes back inside of price action, or you get a blue conversion baseline negative cross. Doesn't look like that wants to happen at the moment, so we should consider this a trend that's going to continue to trend all the way to the targets that we've specified, probably even the lower 120s. I'm not saying we're going to break that. I'm just saying that that's where it looks like it wants to go. That's all I'm saying. Algorand, the last trade I've entered into, and that's almost hit the first target of 24 cents. That was a decent entry, 10% move. We can extend this target because so many altcoins look like this. Again, this is why you should join the Patreon. We get to look at all of these altcoins. But this one's targeting around 27 cents on the 3-day part of its death cross retest. So it's a bearish retest. The hopium would be that it breaks out from here. There are quite a few charts, a handful of charts we saw last night that have not just done this but are now breaking out from their 3 daily death crosses, which really is a huge change of behavior, like a massive big deal. And if that's the case, then you start making big bounds back up again, because at the moment this is all one giant bearish continuation of a downtrend. But we've seen low prices down here in the past, and we ended up at high prices up at the top. So this, even though these are trading targets, 1 and 2, if we break from here, it's going to be phenomenal. I'm just rattling through a few of these altcoins that I'm trading at the moment, but the next major target is going to be 45 cents all the way up to roughly around 50 to 60 cents. And even that is just all part of a death cross retest, a bearish retest, looking for a rejection and come back down. So that is, again, another more than doubling in its value if it were to break through those levels. 94, 144%. You think these things aren't possible, but they are. It's all about sell walls, and that's where the sell walls are. We're approaching the first one now at 24 cents. Next one was at 27 cents, and then after then it's big pump time. This is the whole point I've been trying to stress about, XRP beyond anything else. It might not have been the first altcoin that's moved throughout this. Well, to be fair, it was the first altcoin that way back that started to do all these big moves. And it's still considered to be, as far as I can see, a good setup for another really big move. And the beauty of trading is that you can take profit from coins that have blown up, like SHIB, doubled my money on that one, and then start pouring it into the other coins which do also have good setups but haven't yet done the mega pump. Now, I would warn against doing that unless you set these plans up yourself. Don't just jump from one to the other willy-nilly like you think, I'm just going to keep making money by doing that. You do have to go and create a plan and execute an actual trade. Just by jumping from one to the other, it will end in tears at some point. But, I'm very pleased with the way that XRP is brewing. The 12-hourly trend signal, the daily pump signal. And look, if we can close this week above this 20 weekly, which is around 58.50, then we've basically got our proper change of behavior. You know, normally when you see us reclaim these areas, you get the big move. Boom, big move there. We held onto it here and held onto it here, and we finally blew off the top. It's just the nature of any chart, but XRP as much as anyone. So I'll be looking for this to move here. I think it's baked in now. I think it's written that we're going to see 66 to 67, maybe even today. But the top target is going to be up here around 122, 123. If for whatever reason we break out from there, then unbelievable. We're going to see, you could even see a new all-time high. I'm not joking. When XRP decides it wants to launch, it will launch. It will launch hard. You know, it'll leave a lot of people behind. You know, I can't really stress it enough. When people start to frown upon you on your trades and think that you're doing something crazy and stupid and mock it, you know, normally that's a sign in itself, unless those people know what they're talking about, which for the most part they don't. So anyway, looking to double the money on XRP. Now Ethereum is, I suppose, a little bit of a problem right now because Ethereum is approaching this major area. And that could be a significant rejection from it. So if there's going to be a rejection on anybody at any point, it's going to be Ethereum, and it's going to be just a little bit above where we are right now. Now that rejection won't be like the end of the world. It'll be a buy the dip. You know, we're breaking out of momentum. We've got no bearish divergence on this daily. Altcoins still looking pretty sweet and pretty good for continuation, generally speaking. But just keep your eyes on this little area, because it's clear now that there is some form of, I won't even call it rotation, but altcoin rallying. Don't even want to call it an alt season, but it certainly is, I suppose. And yeah, we can make the most of this through trading it, but we still have to not get complacent when we approach particular areas where we might break down from, and this is one of them. So this is, you know, like I say, it's not the end of the world if we get rejection here. It'll just be a nice pullback, probably towards 3,000 or something along those lines, and then we buy that dip and pick it back up again. So complacency at high levels. Don't get used to high prices, but we are looking for continuation as far as I can tell. But if a rejection takes place there and we pull back to 3,000, it is a 10% move. So most alts will do 10% down, and probably most alts will probably emphasize that and do more. So look, it's a great trading environment. We're getting rich quickly at the moment, which is nice. But with that comes overconfidence, and we just got to make sure that we have a little word with ourselves when entering into a new trade. Why are you doing it? What's your expectation? You've got your entry point then. What's your exit point? Don't hold on to a trade for life when everything's in the green. I'm just trying to put it out there because I don't want to get loads of DMs about, oh, I bought this, where is it going to go? My answer to you, unless you're on the second or third tier of the Patreon, where obviously I will give you a proper answer, is, look, why did you buy it in the first place, and what was your expectation? If you just bought something blindly and have no plan for it whatsoever, then that's a plan to fail, isn't it, really? There's no point in DMing me or any other influencer or trader to ask about where you should exit a trade. You know, you're responsible yourself. You entered into a trade yourself. You need to have established your plan for that trade. Just by buying something randomly and hoping for the best, that is not trading. That's gambling. And it's, you know, the house always wins in gambling. Don't let your emotions trade for you. Trade properly. You know, buy support, sell resistance. That's what you should be doing. Not DMing me about where you should exit your trades. That's not, you know, you shouldn't really be doing that. Nobody should trade based on what somebody else says. And if you have no plan, then yes, it's like it will probably end in tears. So I'm just warning anybody, if they want to DM me about stuff like that, you know, all I'm going to ask is rhetorical questions back. Why did you buy it? What was your plan? You know, I'm not going to answer those questions for you. Unless, of course, you're on the second or third tier of the Patreon. And then that's exactly what you pay for. Anyway, I'm going to leave it with you there. But thanks for watching. I hope you have a nice day. Good luck out there. It does look quite good, generally speaking. I am quite pleased with the way everything looks. But other than that, hope you have a nice day. Take it easy.